who know when to be absolutely uncompromising. We have someone to turn to in Wisconsin who is a bold and visionary and beloved in Washington, D.C., I have to tell you. Respected and beloved, and she is a woman who can get it done. My sister, my friend, Gwen.
We love you!
I love you back. You're saying let's get it done, and I know that many of you feel discouraged, but I want you to know, Dream, where you at, Dream? Dreams do come true, baby.
Woo! Yeah!
And you know, today, many of us spent much of the day watching them lay to rest Senator Ted Kennedy. And while we're being accused of rushing this thing through Congress, I guess it just didn't happen fast enough for Ted Kennedy, who's been 40 years. 40 plus years that he's working on. But you want to know something? Last August, about this time, 1 year ago, the man knew that he was losing a little bit of the glide in his stride. He knew that he was losing a little bit of the pep in his step. He knew that the race didn't come to the swiftest, but it came to the one who could endure to the end, and he knew that the end was in sight, but the end might be somewhere that he might not be able to make it to the promised land. So you know what he did? He did the same thing any good baton racer would do. He passed the baton.
Yeah!
He passed it on to a young man. But not only did he pass it on to one individual in Barack Obama, but he passed it on to us. And we're all carrying that baton right now. And just as Dream said, we are not going to be cowed by fear. You know, I was sitting there talking to an organizer who's covert, somebody who knows how to do this thing and has been doing this thing for years and years and years. And he said to me, he said, you know, I think one of the things that is wrong, one of the things that I think we suffer from and the Republicans are beating us to death on, is that we are all very much engaged in our own movements, with the labor movements and with aging issues and children and family issues and women's issues and small business issues and minority issues and educational opportunity. But you know what? All roads pass through healthcare. If you're an environmentalist, you better be worried about healthcare. Because right now, we got this beautiful Lake Michigan out here that we need to tend to. And right now, we spend 87 times more on healthcare, paying insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies than we spend on environmental and water supply, water resources. If you're a senior, you need to be scared. Because I'm telling you that if we let private insurance companies continue to drive the cost of Medicare, it will be out of the reach of the taxpayers and to be able to pay it. If we continue, Medicare Advantage, we don't get 1 single bit of extra health care for 14% more than we pay. And Medicare used to cost 1% of the federal budget. Now it costs 20%. Health insurance and premiums are growing 3 times faster than wages. They're growing twice as fast as gross domestic product. We gotta have a public option to